pieces that you left behind. My eyes are burning red from staring at the bedroom wall, waiting on a phantom ring, a text, a late night call. I try to lift myself out of the sun-made messy bed, but gravity is pulling down on every word you said. The mattress feels like quicksand, and the air is turning cold, suffocating on the memories I'm forced to hold. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and the world is fast asleep, while I am drowning in a promise that you couldn't keep. I used to be so strong, I used to stand up tall, but tonight the weight of losing you is making me crawl. And I've got a heavy head, too heavy for my neck to hold, crushed underneath the weight of a love turned bitter cold. I'm carrying the blame, the wreckage and the tears we cried, with a massive aching emptiness locked deep inside. Every single memory is turning into solid lead. God, I'm so tired of this heavy head. Yeah, I'm breaking down inside this heavy head. I tried to go outside today to get some fresh, clean air, but everywhere I look, I swear I see you standing there. My footsteps feel like iron boots I'm dragging on the street, stumbling over every single path where we used to meet. People smile and wave, they ask me how I'm doing now. I try to fake a sentence, but I just don't know how. The mental fog is rolling in, it's blinding out the sun, reminding me that you walked out and we are finally done. Yeah, the world keeps moving on, it doesn't wait for pain, while I am frozen in the memory of you in the rain. I used to be so strong, I used to stand up tall, but tonight the weight of losing you is making me crawl. And I've got a heavy head, too heavy for my neck to hold, crushed underneath the weight of a love turned bitter cold. I'm carrying the blame, the wreckage and the tears we cried, with a massive aching emptiness locked deep inside. Every single memory is turning into solid lead. God, I'm so tired of this heavy head. Yeah, I'm breaking down inside this heavy head. Maybe if I close my eyes, the pressure will release. Maybe if I delete your number, I can find some peace. But the thoughts are like an anchor pulling me down to the floor, laying where you used to kiss me right beside the door. I can't think, I can't breathe, I can't wash away the stain of a broken heart that's pressing hard against my brain. Because I've got a heavy head, too heavy for my neck to hold, just a lonely person left out in the bitter cold. I'm carrying the blame, the wreckage and the tears we cried, with this massive aching emptiness locked deep inside. It's turning into lead, everything you said, right inside my head. I can't lift it up, I can't shake the ghost. The thing that hurts the most is this heavy head. Yeah, this heavy head, and you're gone. I looked at our old house when the sun started to set. Felt the sudden weight of everything I want to forget. I was so wrapped up in my own selfish fears that I never stopped to notice I was causing your tears. Now the keys on the counter feel heavy like stone, and I'm learning the cost of being entirely alone. I took your love for granted, thought you'd always stay, and I hate the person I was the day you walked away. It takes a broken heart to finally see the light, and I'm staring at my wrongs in the middle of the night. If I could scream to the sky, if I could fall to my knees, I beg for a second chance. I am begging you, please, please forgive me for the words I didn't say. Please forgive me for pushing you away. I tore down the kingdom that we spent years to build. Now I'm left with an empty space that cannot be filled. If your heart has a corner that still knows my name, can you look past the wreckage? Can you look past the blame? Oh, I know I don't deserve it after what I put you through, but please forgive me for breaking you. Do you still have that habit of hiding when you cry? Did you find someone better who will never tell a lie? Every whisper of the wind sounds like your voice at the door, and I'm tracing your shadow on the cold kitchen floor. I know I'm sorry is a bandage on a wound that's too deep, but your face is the only thing I see when I sleep. I'd undo every mistake, I would rewrite the past, just to prove to you, darling, that our love could last. But the silence you left is a physical pain, and I'm standing alone in the pouring rain. If I could scream to the sky, if I could fall to my knees, I'd beg for your mercy. I am begging you, please, please forgive me for the words I didn't say. Please forgive me for pushing you away. I tore down the kingdom that we spent years to build. Now I'm left with an empty space that cannot be filled. If your heart has a corner that still knows my name, can you look past the wreckage? Can you look past the blame? Oh, I know I don't deserve it after what I put you through, but please forgive me for breaking you. I don't expect you to forget the nights that you cried, or the way that I damaged all the magic inside. You don't even have to take me back to your arms. Just tell me you're healing, tell me you're safe from harm, because the guilt is a fire burning deep in my chest, and knowing I hurt you leaves me no room to rest. Oh, please forgive me for the words I didn't say. Please forgive me for pushing you away. Tore down the kingdom that we spent years to build. Now I'm left with an empty space that cannot be filled. If your heart has a corner that still knows my name, can you look past the wreckage? Can you look past the blame? Oh, I know I don't deserve it after what I put you through, but please forgive me for breaking you. Please forgive me for the promises I shook, for the happiness I took. I'm so sorry for breaking. barely recognize who I was with you or myself. We were laughing in the kitchen, dancing in the pouring rain, before the quiet distance turned our beautiful to pain. I keep staring at the timeline where we both went wrong, trying to find the exact second we lost our favorite song. If I could slide behind the glass and touch your frozen face, I'd tell you that I'm sorry. I would change the time and place, but the ink is already dried on the page, and I'm trapped in the wreckage of a different age. Close my eyes just to play a brand new scene, erasing every cruel word that fell in between. And now I'm rewriting history inside of my head, changing the bitter things that we both said. In this version I hold you, I don't let you walk out. We never let the love turn to shadows of doubt. I'm fixing the cracks and now I'm painting it bright, making sure that we make it through the dark of the night. Oh, it's a beautiful lie that I'm forced to live in, rewriting history where I am forgiven. I went back to the coffee shop where we had our last fight, but in my mind we sat down and we stayed through the night. We didn't throw our keys down, we didn't slam the car door. I didn't leave you crying, staring at the hardwood floor. In the story I am drafting, I listen to your fears. I reach across the table and I wipe away your tears. It's a dangerous game when you live in a ghost town, building up a kingdom just to watch it burn down. Yeah, the ink is already dried on the page, and I'm just an actor left alone on the stage. Close my eyes just to feel your hand in mine, forcing the sun in the rearview to shine. And now I'm rewriting history inside of my head, changing the bitter things that we both said. In this version I hold you, I don't let you walk out. We never let the love turn to shadows of doubt. I'm fixing the cracks and now I'm painting it bright, making sure that we make it through the dark of the night. Oh, it's a beautiful lie that I'm forced to live in, rewriting history where I am forgiven. But if fiction won't keep me warm when the winter sets in, and the fantasy won't erase where our failures begin, I can edit out the silence, I can delete the tears, I can pretend that we stayed together for years and for years. But the truth is a hammer crashing into my chest. You're gone and you're happy and I'm just a mess. Beautiful lie that I'm forced to live in, rewriting history. Yeah, I'm rewriting history. But the real world is unforgiving, and you're never coming back. The blue light is glowing in the corner of my dark room, casting a shadow on a love that ended way too soon. It's 4 a.m. and I'm staring at a 5-inch glass screen, trapped inside the digital gallery of everything we used to mean. I'm looking at the text thread from exactly 1 year ago today, back when you used to type I love you with no delay. Now I'm staring at the gray bubble, waiting for 3 little dots, paralyzed by the silence, drowning in my own thoughts. My phone gives me a weekly report on my despair, telling me exactly how many hours I spent wishing you were there. A notification pops up to remind me of a happier place, right before the cold reality slaps me back across the face. And now I'm crying screen time, tears onto a glowing display, watching the brightest parts of us slowly fade away. I'm scrolling through the archives, hitting replay on your voice, trying to find the exact moment we made this bitter choice. My battery's dying and my heart is completely dead, choking on the captions of the things we left unsaid. Oh, the notification says I'm running out of storage space, but I can't delete a single trace of your face. I saw your profile updated with a picture from tonight. You were standing at a party under flashing neon light. You had your arm around somebody I had never seen before, and my thumb hovered over the screen as my heart dropped to the floor. I almost double tapped the photo just to let you know I'm here, but I locked my phone instead and wiped away a heavy tear. It's a modern kind of torture watching someone move along while you're stuck in the bookmarks of a love that went completely wrong. Yeah, the algorithm knows exactly how to make me bleed, putting the ghost of your happiness right at the top of my feed. A notification pops up from a memory we can't erase, right before the cold reality slaps me back across the face. And now I'm crying screen time, tears onto a glowing display, watching the brightest parts of us slowly fade away. I'm scrolling through the archives, hitting replay on your voice, trying to find the exact moment we made this bitter choice. My battery is dying and my heart is completely dead, choking on the captions of the things we left unsaid. Oh, the notification says I'm running out of storage space, but I can't delete a single trace of your face. I wanna throw this device against the bedroom wall to break the connection, to never care if you call, but it's the only thin lifeline I have left to what we were before our beautiful reality turned into a digital blur. I'm swiping left on the future, I'm pulling down to refresh, hoping for a miracle to bring you back in the flesh. messages, no notifications, just the glare of the glass and these screen time tears. Yeah, these screen time tears powering down. I'm sitting on the edge of the mattress we bought, replaying every single battle that we fought. You said you needed space, so I packed up my pride. Now I'm drowning in the silence that you left inside. I look at my phone, but I don't touch the screen, wondering if I'm just a ghost in your dream. Did I let go too fast? Did I hold on too tight? I'm losing my mind in the middle of the night. The clock on the wall is ticking so loud. I used to be certain, I used to be proud, but the shadow of us is starting to fade, and I'm terrified of the choice that we made. And now I'm second guessing every word that I spoke, staring at a promise that we casually broke. Did you mean it when you said that you loved me less? Or was it just the pressure of the heavy stress? I'm retracing our steps through the dark and the cold, trashing every memory I used to hold. God, it's hurting my chest and it's making me sick. Am I second guessing, or did you forget me that quick? Your jacket's still hanging right behind the door, like a cruel little reminder of what we were before. I traced the fabric where your shoulders used to be, and I wonder if you ever spend a second missing me. Or are you sleeping better now that I'm finally gone, while I'm frozen in the static waiting on the dawn? Maybe I was difficult, maybe I was blind, but you didn't even try to leave a map behind. The silence between us is a heavy dark cloud. I scream out your name, but it isn't allowed. Yeah, the shadow of us is starting to fade, and I'm terrified of the mess that we made. And now I'm second guessing every word that I spoke, staring at a promise that we casually broke. Did you mean it when you said that you loved me less? Or was it just the pressure of the heavy stress? I'm retracing our steps through the dark and the cold, trashing every memory I used to hold. God, it's hurting my chest and it's making me sick. Am I second guessing, or did you forget me that quick? They say if you love them, you should let them walk away, but they don't tell you how to survive the next day. Was I just a chapter that you had to read through, because the whole damn book was about me and you? I'm standing at the crossroads, looking for a sign, but you've already crossed over the boundary line. Starts to spin. How do I stop this from breaking within? I'm still second guessing. Yeah, I'm still second guessing. But you've already moved on. I poured a glass of whiskey just to wash down the taste of looking at the life that I completely let go to waste. but it sounds out of tune, like a ghost is singing heartbreak to an empty, quiet room. I remember how you looked at me before the fire died, before I traded all your trust for secrets and my pride. Now I'm staring at my hands, trying to understand the cost of counting up the broken pieces of the love I lost. It's a specific kind of torture when you're the one to blame, when the only thing that's toxic is the mention of your name. I lit the match, I watched it burn, I didn't try to save the beautiful commitment that I put into a grave. And it's a bitter, bitter regret choking on my throat, sinking like a stone inside a tiny wooden boat. I had the best thing in the world, but I threw it all away. Now I'm begging for a midnight from a lonely, frozen day. You gave me all your gold and I gave you cheap stone. Now I'm sitting on a throne of mistakes all alone. All the poison in my veins is the truth I can't forget, living in the shadow of this bitter regret. I saw you at the market, you were smiling at your phone. You looked a little lighter than the last time you were home. You didn't see me watching from the edge of aisle 4, and it hit me like a bullet that you don't need me anymore. I wanted to run over, grab your sleeve and scream your name, but I knew that showing up would only bring you back the pain. So I turned around and walked into the biting winter air, swallowing the medicine of knowing you don't care. Yeah, it's a specific kind of torture when you finally see the light and you realize you're the villain in the story of the night. I lit the match, I watched it burn, I didn't try to save the beautiful commitment that I put into a grave. And it's a bitter, bitter regret choking down my throat, sinking like a stone inside a tiny wooden boat. I had the best thing in the world, but I threw it all away. Now I'm begging for a midnight from a lonely, frozen day. You gave me all your gold and I gave you cheap stone. Now I'm sitting on a throne of mistakes all alone. All the poison in my veins is the truth I can't forget, living in the shadow of this bitter regret. They say time heals everything, but time is just a thief, stealing all the good days, leaving nothing but the grief. I'm haunted by the versions of the things we could have been. If I hadn't let the selfishness and cynicism in, on my apology is useless. It's $1 short and late, and I'm forced to sit and marry this reality I hate. And it's a bitter, bitter regret choking up my throat, sinking like a stone inside a tiny wooden boat. I had the best thing in the world, but I threw it all away. Now I'm begging for a midnight from a lonely, frozen day. You gave me all your gold and I gave you cheap stone. Look at this mess, look at what I've done. I'm completely alone, with nothing but this bitter regret. Yeah, nothing but this bitter regret. And the ghost of you. try to stand up, but my knees wanna buckle and fold. The air in this bedroom is heavy and incredibly cold. I take a deep breath, but the oxygen feels just like stone. A crushing reminder that I am completely alone. I lift up my head, but the gravity's pulling me down. Like an anchor of lead, dragging me to the bottom to drown. It's a physical pressure pushing right on to my chest, a sleepless companion that won't let my spirit rest. I used to move lightly when your love was my sky. Now I'm carrying the mountain of your final goodbye. And it's the weight of missing you pressing on me, a burden so heavy it won't let my spirit break free. It's in the quietest rooms, it's in the crowded design, a concrete reminder of a love that's no longer mine. My shoulders are aching, my back's bending low, under the shadow of a person who chose to go. Yeah, the world keeps on moving, but I can't push through. I'm just breaking to pieces from the weight of missing you. I walk down the steps, but each footstep is heavy as lead, replaying the bitter and final statements you said. Your memory isn't a ghost that just floats in the air. It's 1,000-pound boulder that sits right in my chair. I try to pack up all your things just to clear out the view, but I can't even lift the box filled with the history of you. It's a physical pressure pushing right on to my chest, a sleepless companion that won't let my spirit rest. I used to move lightly when your love was my sky. Now I'm carrying the mountain of your final goodbye. And it's the weight of missing you pressing on me, a burden so heavy it won't let my spirit break free. It's in the quietest rooms, it's in the crowded design, a concrete reminder of a love that's no longer mine. My shoulders are aching, my back's bending low, under the shadow of a person who chose to go. Yeah, the world keeps on moving, but I can't push through. I'm just breaking to pieces from the weight of missing you. How can an absence carry so much mass? How can a vacuum shatter all of this glass? You took your body, your clothes, and your car from the drive, but left a weight so massive I can barely survive. Set me free from this gravity, or let it crush what is left of me. God, it's the weight of missing you, crushing my bones, sinking right under the pressure of these heavy stones. It's just to suffocate in space, pinned to the floor, where I can't find your embrace. Can't lift up my head, can't change the view. Completely paralyzed by the weight of missing you. I'm standing on the riverbank, watching smoke rise in the air, looking at the charcoal lines of a love we used to share. You're standing on the other side, waving through the ash, trying to find a pathway through our sudden quiet crash. You shouted out a promise across the moving stream, but the distance is a monster and the words are just a dream. We spent a year in anger, throwing matches at the wood, tearing down the structures that we once thought understood. We wanted it to burn so we could finally feel the light, but we didn't think about the cold that follows up the night. Now you're holding a toolbox and you're begging for a spark, but you can't build a highway through the absolute dark, and you can't go burning bridges back to where we used to be. You can't reconstruct a forest from a single fallen tree. The fire was a fury and it melted all the steel. Now there's nothing left but ashes of the things we used to feel. You can call my name forever, through the smoke and through the crack, but we threw away the blueprint. You can't burn a bridge back. I see you laying timber down, trying to bridge the gap, but the river is too violent and it's swallowing your map. Every single step you take just crumbles into dust, a tragic little monument to our forgotten trust. I wanna reach my hand out, I wanna help you build, but the valley is too deep and all the warmth has been killed. And you can't go burning bridges back to where we used to be. You can't reconstruct a forest from a single fallen tree. The fire was a fury and it melted all the steel. Now there's nothing left but ashes of the things we used to feel. You can call my name forever, through the smoke and through the crack, but we threw away the blueprint. You can't burn a bridge back. We both held the torches, we both watched it glow. We celebrated freedom as we let each other go. Now the isolation hits you when you want your old home, while I am left to suffocate beneath the heavy foam. You can't fix a casualty with a polite rewrite. We let the fire win, and it's a dead end You can't go burning bridges back to where we used to be. Look at the separation looking through the crack, but we threw away the blueprint. You can't burn a bridge back. Too much smoke, too much flame, nothing left of our name. I'm walking away from the track. Goodbye, my love. You can't burn a bridge back. Yeah, you can't burn a bridge back. I'm standing in the kitchen, but the floor begins to blur, submerged inside the memory of who we used to were. The pressure in the room is rising up above my knees, and I am choking on the words I know I shouldn't speak. You packed your bags and left a current pulling at my feet. Now the hallway is an ocean and the surface is out of reach. I watch the photos on the counter slowly drift away, sinking to the bottom with the things I couldn't say. The weight of your goodbye is 1,000 fathoms deep, guarding all the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'm looking at the light above, it's fading into blue, and I'm realizing what it means to drown away from you. And I'm practicing my underwater breathing since you left, trying to find a pocket of survival in my chest. But the water's filling up my lungs, it's heavy and it's cold, crushing every single fragile promise that we used to hold. Silence down here has a very specific kind of sound, like a heartbeat echoing inside a ship that's run aground. I try to call your number, but the bubbles distort my voice, just a muffled, desperate cry against a bitter choice. Are you breathing easy now that you are on the shore, walking in the sunshine, not remembering what we fought for, while I am caught in seaweed, anchored to the dark, staring at the ruins of our broken little spark. Yeah, the weight of your goodbye is 1,000 fathoms deep, and the tide is pulling secrets out that I'm too weak to keep. I'm looking at the light above, it's fading into blue, and I'm dying from the reality of life without you. Every single fragile promise that we used to hold. Oh, yeah, I'm gasping for a breath of air that isn't soaked in grief, fighting with the tide to find a second of relief. Oh, it's a beautiful disaster down here on the ocean floor, learning underwater breathing now that you don't. To the grave, where the memory of your touch is washing me away. heavy and it's cold, breaking every single rule of love we used to hold. I'm gasping for air, but there's nothing there. Just the ocean, just the deep, and the promises you didn't keep. Underwater breathing, yeah, I'm underwater breathing, and I'm letting go of the shore. The table is set, but I'm looking at one, staring at the damage that your absence has done. I made enough dinner to cover 2 plates, a habit of a heart that still anticipates. I look at the doorway, I look at your chair, forcing myself to see there's nobody there. The silence is heavy, the kitchen is cold, a mechanical replay of a love turning old. I see your impression on the sofa we bought, entangled in every single web of my thought. I'm reaching for fingers that slip from my hold, trying to survive in a world freezing cold. And I'm wishing you were here tonight, holding me tight in the pale yellow light. Instead of this distance, instead of this space, instead of the phantom I trace in your place. The clock keeps on ticking, the world moves along, but I'm stuck in the middle of our broken song. Yeah, my spirit is bleeding, the ending is clear. I'm throwing my heart out, wishing you were here. I walk down the sidewalk we used to stroll past when we foolishly swore that our summer would last. A couple walks by me and holds themselves close, and it triggers the memory that hurts me the most. Your laugh was the music that conquered my dark. Now I'm just a shadow chasing a dead spark. I see your impression on the sofa we bought, entangled in every single web of my thought. I'm reaching for fingers that slip from my hold, trying to survive in a world freezing cold. And I'm wishing you were here tonight, holding me tight in the pale yellow light. Instead of this distance, instead of this space, instead of the phantom I trace in your place. The clock keeps on ticking, the world moves along, but I'm stuck in the middle of our broken song. Yeah, my spirit is bleeding, the ending is clear. I'm throwing my heart out, wishing you were here. Are you checking your phone? Are you missing my touch? Did I push you away by just loving too much? I'd give up tomorrow, I'd give up my pride to have you right now standing back by my side. Just drop all the armor, just drop all the fear, and cancel the miles that are keeping you from here. God, I'm wishing you were here tonight, screaming your name out with all of my might. Instead of this vacuum, instead of this space, instead of the wreckage that I'm forced to face. The clock keeps on ticking, the world moves along, but I'm completely broken by a unfinished song. Yeah, my soul is collapsing, the nightmare is clear. I'm dying inside, wishing you were here. Just an empty room, just a vacant space, reaching out my hand to find no embrace. The porch light is burning, the doorstep is clear. I close my eyes tight, wishing you